the hell's up, YouTube? It's your boy The Goods, and today we have episode number 39 of Phoenix Wright Ace at 20.
In the last episode, actually crazy shit happened. We need to talk to Von Zeeks about allegedly murdering our friend Inspector Gregson. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Von Zeeks? What happened?
How much do you already know? We know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
And that you were found there by police when they arrived on the scene and immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room and that some witnesses heard the gunshot. Then you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened myself.
But the gunshot! Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you?
I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers.
So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with? I don't need to answer that. Oh. After all, you're not representing me.
He's going to need a lawyer, though. Yeah, who's gonna defend him? Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zeeks?
Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Would I be right in assuming you have no representation as yet? Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know.
But this is different.
In my career, all of the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now. Surely not! I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a barge pole.
But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you?
It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Bailey. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that.
What does he mean by that? He's gonna be fucking executed, is what he means. After the trial, Professor Hairbrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought.
It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's early, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper. Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean? Yes, so it seems. Your stupid little Nipponese friend, for example. You told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day.
Yes, that's right. He's an author now, happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Hairbrain is safely back in Germany now. He is.
That's good.
So, it appears our conversation has run dry.
There was a 2-second silence, that's all.
Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you.
I was wondering, Lord Van Zeeks, if you'd like, I'd be happy to advocate for you.
You trust me, do you?
Yes.
I've heard you speak many times in court. I've seen how you treat people. So I'm quite sure.
Oh, that's me speaking. I've seen how you speak, I've seen how you treat people, so I'm quite sure you would never have taken another's life. It's just, my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly.
It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one.
What?
Not the police, not the judiciary, and not you Nipponese.
But please!
I have no intention of engaging your services.
The chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems.
I'd appreciate it if you don't visit again. Then neither of us will waste any more time.
Perhaps we need to dig a little deeper and find out more about Lord Van Zeeks and what happened to Inspector Gregson. I had to edit the video. I got a phone call, which, geez, let me turn that down. I wanted to see if it, like, caught the phone call in that. But, I mean, it was, like, the whole thing was recorded. I'm not gonna just leave a phone call in there. So this is the room, and this is where all the bobbies are. So I need to remember then, about like 25-ish minutes is where I need to stop this episode. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. So this dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life?
Yes, and the police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. That's something of note. I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Oi, what do you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath them all. I want the space above this ceiling check, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey, ain't you lot never gone over an house looking for dough when the owners are out of town?
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative technique she wants everyone to adopt.
Oh, so you've turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Soames has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that at us, and then he just scuppered. Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean? Yeah, he ain't stopped to say nothing to no one, not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too?
Listen, Otto, you're a lawyer, right?
Yes? Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Reaper bloke, are ya?
Oh, poor Gina. She's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, if Lord Van Zieks really is responsible for this crime, he will be duly and fairly judged in court. I suppose you're right, yeah? Go on then, Otto, get investigating! I want to know the truth about what really happened here!
Thank you, Gina. Alright, bet. So we need to pin right and examine the rope on the floor. Oh, that rope. The dead guy rope. So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right, the rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Poor Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
It would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
From the shape of the rope, it would appear the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
I know it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that bloodstain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Suzato-san is so strong, though. She's taking this far better than I am. I mean, it's because it's up to us. Okay, so examine the red wig. Oh, Jesus. Oh my god. Click on it. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing.
Oh, funnily enough, neither can I. It's a hairpiece.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is! It is! A bright red hairpiece!
And I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And in such a flame-colored red, too.
Yes, that's a color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly! This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it!
Okay. Examine the gun on the floor. You don't need to tell me to do this stuff. I just want to make sure I'm doing it right. This is presumably the murder weapon, then.
Oh my! It is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them.
There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
No. If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer just to ask someone who might know, I think. Oh, what's this?
It would appear to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it, in a way?
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson? Oh shit, hold on.
It's hard to imagine Lord Van Zieks playing with something like this.
It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as evidence, just in case. Okay, so we got the policeman figurine. Examine the candle holder. Why? The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off.
Yes, there's wax splattered on the wall behind, look!
I suppose if a bullet had hit it.
It does seem very likely that a bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body.
Now the wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Huh. Very interesting. I never would have processed that, but whatever. Okay. Hand left and examine the board.
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, look!
This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And these are case notes here, and details of prison inmates.
Yes, in fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. Ah, and this one here.
Oh yes, the advertisement you mean, to the Red-Haired League. But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Examine the frame there. Oh shit.
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of the Inspector Gregson's family members. Ah!
What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are! Look, Mr. Naruhodo, quickly!
Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
Of course she's familiar! We met her only this morning!
Ah! It's Mrs. Vigil! Oh my god.
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either.
Interesting. Okay, so now we need to converse with Gina. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. It's what, half a year since I got out the clink. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead.
Oh yes, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arms to agree to take you as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I don't really know much about the boss till then. But it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard. Goodness, really? They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that.
He did?
Yup, and ever since then, he started going out on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half the cases he's working on, apparently.
It's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all. And look where that landed him!
Respect for the Reaper? In what way?
I heard him say as much. I'll take my hand off to that fella with his words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, the boss said it's exactly why he respected the bloke.
I didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard.
He said something else to me and all. That I didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people what are bad. He did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Right. Alright, tell me about the crime scene. What is this place then? Does anyone live here?
Apparently it's been rented by some covebot called
Hugh Boone! Oh, Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone? What the fuck? It's sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it?
Yeah, he's what you call an unidentified person. You haven't been able to get in touch with him.
I see. Well, judging from appearances, I'd have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever.
Right, all the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck in an investigation. But there's so little here, no one know what to do with themselves. I do wonder.
Yes, Miss Susato?
Well, could it be that this Hugh Boone is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never even considered that.
Nice work, Suze. We're actually following a line of inquiry like that ourselves.
You are?
If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it.
Okay, so that was what we were supposed to do after the fact. There's also not anything that hints at that, except for the board.
I see. That's where the poor inspector was found, over there. Yeah, that's right. They said there was a single bullet with him in. Apparently the bullet went right through and stuck in that candle tray in the wall.
Yes, it's blown out one of the candles apart completely, so that's how you pick up on that, okay.
And a gun used is there on the floor. It's the rapist in it, no denying that.
What? Really?
How do you know that? Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him?
A bigwig lawman, is it?
Anyway, Fresno Street runs along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside where the gunshot. Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside. Yeah, they've all been taken down to the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting the grilling.
You think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. The lads at the yard will just want to know what you're stupid for, and you'll end up in the grilling of yourself and not.
So we can't interview witnesses. Alright, that should cover everything. So I think we go back to the Lord Chief Justice's office.
You've made good time!
I took an express train back to London. I don't know who that could be. I can hear Lord Strongheart, can you? Oh, that's probably Kazuma.
Yes, it sounds as though he's talking to someone.
Yeah.
Is everything in place?
I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. It's...
Kazuma-sama!
Ah! Your timing is impeccable!
It is?
No doubt you've heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry!
Yes.
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. That Lord Van Zeeks could have done such a terrible thing to Inspector Gregson?
I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zeeks for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh no, surely not!
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow, the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes.
So does that mean the trial's tomorrow?
Precisely!
Oh, shit.
In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions.
Kazuma.
Ah, but of course! You're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow's proceedings. Leading the prosecution.
Wait! What?! Kazuma?!
As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law.
Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor?
What in the fuck is happening here?
I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no, people all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds.
There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock.
Quite so! The public want answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths.
But Lord Van Zeeks firmly denies any involvement in such matters.
There have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent.
That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history!
Shit. Okay. Tell me about Prosecutor Asogi. It's some bullshit. So Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow?
That's right!
But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart.
Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles. And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategies commonly employed by the defense. A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I've no doubt at all that Kazuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor.
But why Kazuma-sama? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
It was a personal request. I asked to be here. Oh, I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? But why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Although, the Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
I'm surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact.
You're quite right, Miss Mikotoma. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional in every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as judiciary's closing ranks.
So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution? Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. Yeah, we're gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you in law, dude. Oh yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Grigson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Zeeks?
That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know.
That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct.
It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine.
In that case, it could have belonged to the victim.
No, Gregson had his gun on his person.
What about Lord Van Zeeks?
He claims it's currently not in his possession.
What?
According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
But just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof it's actually his.
No, of course not.
Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Zeeks. I will say, I lost my gun is an insane fucking, like, excuse for him to give. I'm sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be alright now. Has your memory completely returned? Yes, completely. I remember everything, including what I was coming here to do. Right.
Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But how did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia?
It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London.
I'm so sorry for what's happened.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me, but there's something that won't return to the way it was before. Huh? What do you mean? I'm a prosecutor now, so I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon. Oh no. Doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart.
Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery.
What a thing to say. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
Hold on! Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you.
Kazuma-sama, what?
You took my determination to heart and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection.
You always were so intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here.
Oh,
I actually have a favor to ask. Which is? This trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends. Right in front of me, as the defense counsel! Why? What's all this about? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zieks would never put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind that facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. No way! That's
Lord Van Zieks and Inspector Gregson!
in a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the looks of it. Oh, look at the little guy! And who's the third person? It's his brother, dude. It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In Gregson's office, you mean? Yes, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think you could trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Rinosuke! Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? Alright, well, let's go to the prison, I guess. Lord Van Zieks is still reading that letter.
You've been gone quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can.
I was intending to ignore you entirely, but I can't turn a deaf ear to such an insulting Nipponese.
Oh, sorry. I didn't think you could hear that.
I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time.
What a crazy thing to fucking happen.
Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow. Which is none of your business.
So, have you found a lawyer?
How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you.
In other words, no.
We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided. I'd expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is.
It's going to be Kazuma Asogi.
Asogi!
That made the color drain from his face.
Well then. It seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all.
Yeah. So, we have to present the photograph. That's what we have to do. Is what it says. Lord Van Zieks, we came by this old photograph.
Where did you get that? It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost.
This is the man on the left there?
Yes, that's my brother, Clint.
Ooh, okay. It had to be, really. Yeah, I figured as much. Apparently, this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know? Were you aware of that?
Respect? That's nonsense!
No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less.
Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. We were brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice little glimpse of the past, I thank you.
I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. There was a glimmer of light in his eyes, a brief twinkle, an insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the Stone-Cold Reaper of the Bailey. Okay, so now I'm gonna save the game. I'm gonna end the episode about here. This is fine. In the next episode, we will finish talking to Lord Van Zieks and hopefully represent him in trial. Because there's no way that talking to him is gonna take that long. So for now, I'm gonna get the fuck up out. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye bye.